Leos, welcome to June. So, okay, I don't want to make too long of a video, so I'm going to get quickly into it. I talked to Cancers a bit about numerology and I realized that it just took up too much time. So, in the description, I'm going to have a link to a site that you can pull up your life path and your numerology details, and then I'll just have a quick write up of what those months mean. Because I realized with last month, numerology is totally important and totally needed going forward with your month. Like you need to know what month you're in when it comes to numerology, or else, like for me, last month was, well, May, was a 9 month, which is all about endings. And if I didn't know that going in to May and leaving May, I'd be done. Like, I would just be so depressed. But because I had numerology as that backdrop, I was like, okay, this is all part of like a bigger plan, so I couldn't really be upset with it. Okay, so I will put that in the description. Please look into it because numerology is absolutely fantastic and it's very, very easy. You just need your birthday and year, and then the year this year. So that being said, numerology is a 6 month because it's the sixth month. And six is all about nurturing, responsibilities to the home and family, friendships, all of that stuff. People in six personal years either get married or get divorced. So it's one of those make or break months where it's really focused on your relationships and how you're nurturing them. Being that it's in 2017, so it's June 2017, which actually is 6 plus 1, which is a 7, these responsibilities are going to be pretty internalized. So, although you are putting more focus on your family and friends, it's going to do something to you in an inner way, on a soul level, okay? So, work through it. Work through it because next month is going to be, everybody's going to be really introspective, but we're going to be able to actually manifest that inner work into the world, okay? So figure out what your personal month is, your personal month numerology, figure that out, and then apply that to your family and friends, and then apply that to a universal year of new beginnings, and then that'll kind of give you a little bit more understanding on what to expect this month in relation to astrology and in relation to what I'm going to tell you with the tarot. Okay, so astrology says that Mercury and Venus retrograde, we're not even affected by those anymore. We made it, we're good. I don't know if you guys have felt this crazy, crazy energy shift, but for me, time sped up so fast, and now I finally feel like I can breathe again. Mercury and Venus retrograde has cleared that haze for me, and now I feel like days are getting longer. I'm actually able to accomplish what I need to accomplish in the days, so it's been nice. Really excited. June 9th, Jupiter goes direct. So Jupiter's been retrograde for a while, and Jupiter is the planet of expansion, luck, opportunities, fortune, things like that. So Jupiter being retrograde kind of made us feel like less likely, like or less lucky, less outgoing, less eager to kind of explore and expand our horizons, less eager to kind of, open ourselves up to different people, different cultures, different philosophies. But now that after June 9th, Jupiter going direct, we're going to feel like our luck has completely just come back. Like we're just going to feel a lot more happy-go-lucky, a lot more happy generally. Send me a message if you want to know where Jupiter's hitting your actual chart, and then you'll know the exact area of your life where you're going to have a lot of luck. And those areas are, if it's in the first house, it's your identity. Second house is your finances, communication, home and family. Like if you want to know, if you're looking to buy a house, you want to definitely know where Jupiter is in your chart. Your kids, your creativity, your day-to-day, your exercise. If you want to get back into exercise, diet, whatever that stuff, figure out where your Jupiter is. If it's hitting your sixth house, that could really help you. Your relationships, this is a good time to start dating, put yourself out there. Your transformations, your travel, your career, and your friends. Like astrology hits all the areas of life. Okay, Saturn is still retrograde, which is still giving us that push and pull when it comes to our responsibilities. Really testing our limits, really testing to see what we actually want. Are you happy now? What can you do to make those changes? So Saturn comes in like a wrecking ball and says, well, for me, Saturn was like, here's a test. You're going to pass or you're going to fail. Like, that's pretty much what happens when Saturn goes retrograde. And for anybody who was born around 1988, your Saturn is returning. So around 1987 to 1989, Google Saturn return, figure out where your Saturn return is, because Saturn, like I said, wrecking ball. Neptune is going retrograde on June 16th, so we're going to be a lot more introspective, a lot more focused on our spirituality. We're probably going to be a lot more into escapism tendencies, so drinking, drugs, alcohol, all that fun stuff. Just be careful. If that's the path that you are worried about going on, now before June 16th would be the time to get some like solid, I'm only drinking, 4 beers once a month type deal. Things like that. Get those boundaries up now, because once June 16th hits, we're really going to want to just delve into all that. Or you can just focus completely on going sober now, and then, get into meditation, get into tarot, get into something that takes you deeper and allows you to escape without it being a mind-altering substance. Pluto's still in retrograde until September 28th. Pluto, like I said, huge transformations, huge rebirth. We're killing our old selves in order to be reborn like a phoenix from the ashes. The Scorpios and the water signs in your life are going through some major transformations, so please bear with them, especially if you have water in your sign plus your fire sign. They're going to really need your ambition and your help and your initiative to get going, because the water signs are just really, they're going through some stuff. Okay, the new moon that just passed in Gemini on May 25th really focused on our thinking process. Are we speaking our truths? Are we holding back? May 25th was really the time to just say what we needed to say to get it out there. I personally had a huge purge, and it was absolutely beautiful. Maybe not directed to the right person, but regardless, I got it out. The full moon is in Sagittarius on June 9th, and with the Jupiter going direct on the same day, we're going to feel lucky. We're going to feel really lucky. We're going to feel expansive. We're going to feel happy. June 9th and June in general is going to be a really happy month. So, that being said, I'm going to get started. Let's see, that was 7 minutes, so not bad. Okay. Reading for Leos, please. June 27th. Okay, I'm already feeling a lot of chaotic energy. I bet you May was crazy for you guys. It was a 5-month. It's all about chaos, changes, high energy. I'm still feeling that pull to try and feel, more secure, more stable, like you're pulling everything together. Okay. Leos, June 2017. Okay, we ready? Okay. So, what's going on? Ooh, moving away from something. I see. Ooh, okay, what's going on? What is happening? So a new emotion came in, feeling kind of foolish, feeling like there's some people here moving on from something. So it was good times. Moving on from that, feeling like the good times have ended. Maybe it's because of the Jupiter retrograde. Now that it's going back direct, really feeling like you can't find that optimism. So yeah, you were really creative and happy and feeling like something was lost. Something happened where now that's kind of like the focus, but whether that was a change, whether that was especially a sudden change, that was needed, because we got 3 people here, all male energy. One of them is a little bit older. One is a fire sign or really fiery personality, somebody who's really lucky, like happy-go-lucky person, but it's almost like, why is that person so blessed? Like, it's not fair. They have everything that they need, and maybe they don't even see that. It's almost like they push themselves backwards instead of forwards because they don't even see the luck that they're blessed with. And then we have another younger than you male sign who's really focused on their finances right now, who is also at a standstill, not really making any forward movement, but at least they're not moving backwards. They're just at a complete standstill, and they want to move forward. They want to get the buck going, but they're feeling it's another pullback here. So we got creativity and optimism lost, sorrow from a change that happened, and then there's 3 people here, a male fiery person, a male grounded, focused on finance person, and then you have an older male who's really fierce and really forceful, closed fist in their emotions and in just how they interpret the world. These people are really focused on like how they appear. So they're really decorated, whether they're actually decorated or they're dressed well or they're wearing certain brands that just, it's more for how they're seen as opposed to how they actually are, because they're very guarded when it comes to their true emotions and totally have some sort of sacral root issues, stomach issues, digestive issues, issues that you can tell come from a childhood trauma, whether that's an emotional trauma or a physical trauma, but something that's really affecting them down there, because I'm actually like feeling it like in my body. It's really about finding that balance though, because you're feeling foolish. You're feeling like you don't even know which way you're going. That's the theme here. Feeling very foolish, and it's brought on this new emotion for you. That's the theme. These people, these male energies, these 3 males have really made you lose your sense of balance when it comes to them, and it's brought on this new emotion that you don't even know how to harness in, because it's almost like your happiness has completely gone away, and you're so upset about the fact that one thing happened that killed your happiness. It's really focusing on that, and like it's almost like you can't even admit it. Like you're shy to admit it. You know, you're bashful to even admit, like, yeah, that hurt. You know, but you are totally focused on it. You're just not letting other people know. Probably these 3 male energies, you're not letting them know that you're upset about what these 3 people did or didn't do for you, to you, with you, whatever. Time to build a bridge and move on. Time to get over it. Not going to be easy, but it really just starts with focusing on what you already have, okay? Because this new emotion that's coming in, that's how you manifest. You manifest through these emotions. So you'll think it, then you feel it, then you emote it, then you manifest it. So thinking something that's negative or not progressive, you're going to start to feel it in your body. You're going to start to feel dis-ease and maybe get an illness or get some sort of sickness. And then from there is what you're going to put out into the world and manifest into your actual life. So if you could just scale it back to get back to this place of happiness, of giving, of just being free and having fun. Like, where's the fun? Is it because Jupiter has been retrograde for so long? Honestly, I feel like I can't find fun either. Like, I feel like I've been just searching. Like, I just want to giggle and, like, just be a kid again. And Leo, you guys are the eternal child. Like, no offense or anything, but you guys are... I always go to my Leos for just fun, laughs, ease. And if you guys are feeling this, you know, underlying pressure to either be somebody's jester, to be foolish for them, to just be that happy-go-lucky person, even though you're having a well of emotions building up under your surface, emote it. I was just watching I Love You Man last night, and Jason Segel he's saying that, you know, animalistically, especially for a Leo, you guys roar. You guys have to get loud. Just because it's not, you know, socially acceptable to be screaming at someone on the sidewalk, there are other ways to get out that roar. So if you are building up this crap inside and not letting it out, use this month to just let it out. Especially because you guys are fire signs. You let it out and you move on instantly. Just don't be harmful when you do it. Just say, I'm angry. Like, you don't need to explain to people why you're upset or why you're whatever, why you're, you know, joyful. Whatever the emotion is, let it out. Because the situation here is moving on from something, walking away with absolute love, walking away with power. That will probably happen on the full moon. The full moon, June 9th, all about expansion, Jupiter coming back direct. You're going to realize that you're better than your situation. You have more to offer the world than being stuck somewhere you don't want to be. Time to walk away with love, with power, with respect, with honor, and with integrity. Walk away. Walk away, and please do not look back. Walk away. Obstacle and an aid. Yeah, you're going to be thinking a lot about walking away. You're going to be thinking a lot about it. And it's probably going to be a pride thing. Leos rule ego. It's probably going to be totally an ego thing. They did that to me. I don't deserve this. Yeah, you're right. So what are you going to do about it? Walk away. Walk away. This is an obstacle and an aid. So although you might be thinking, this is really negative, I'm really egotistical, am I better than them? You know, some Leos I know have false confidence where it's like they are so cocky that it's like you can see the sadness in them because they're not actually that cocky. They just can put up that front, you know, and it's very easy for them to put up that front. Believe your ego. Believe your words. Because I would never say this to any other sign, but believing your ego for a Leo is pretty much what you're here to accomplish. Like, Leos have the pride. I always tell myself that if I'm going into a new interview, I'm acting like a Leo. I'm embodying a Leo. Because a Leo walks into a room, they get attention, they get service, they get more than service. I was just with a Leo moon 3-year-old. She's crying all day. She's getting full attention, full kisses, because she's making it known that she's not happy. She's letting her roar out, and I have to respect that because I've done her chart and I know that that's what she emotionally needs, right? But still, you know what you need? Obstacle and an aid. Subconsciously really balancing your power, really balancing your finances, your empowerment, you know, really, really balancing, especially when it comes to a relationship, when it comes to a one-on-one, you're really feeling a push and pull there. This is all subconscious, and it's just like, when does this dance stop? Thinking that you need to be alone, thinking that something needs to come to an end, thinking that it's time to, you know, move on, definitely move on, but you're really thinking that you got to be alone. And this actually is the first step. Because the outcome, you got a sudden change. Sudden change coming in. And this change is really going to knock you off your socks. This is going to knock your ego right out of there. This is the first step, though. Having some alone time, figuring out what you want to come to an end, what you want to change, because the way I see it, okay, I pulled this card last week, and then I pulled it last week for the following week, and I made sure that I initiated the change. I'm like, the energy is there for the change. I can just either sit back and let it flow and I could hate it, or I could say, no, I'm going to make that appointment for that change, which I already knew was coming. I'm going to take some control. So you have a clue. You have the fact that a change is coming. You know you got to move on from something. Initiate that change so that you have some sense of control, because it is coming regardless. You might as well be in control of it. And rest and time alone, these are the two things that are totally needed right now. You gotta get alone. Stop going out. Stop hanging out with the people that you know are not good for you, that are just bringing down your aura, bringing down your vibration. Spend some time alone. I don't really know any Leos that do spend time alone. Anyways, you're manifesting hardcore right now. You're doing really well when it comes to your manifestation. And the good thing is, like, I don't want to scare you guys. The good thing is that this change that's coming is going to be great. It's going to feel very lucky. But it's when you take control and you move on. I promise you, move on from this. You know what I'm talking about? Move on from this with your power, especially around the full moon when Jupiter goes direct. And you'll feel like the luckiest son of a bitch. You will feel so lucky. But move on with your power while you still can. Friends and family, not doing too well. Friends and family, you know what this is about. But this doesn't have to hinder your progress. The best thing that we can do for the people we love is to be happy. And do what we need to do to be happy. You can't make anybody happy unless you are. There's just no possible way. You can't pour from an empty cup. You know, I know that that's a metaphor that's been said so many times, but it's true. Like, if you're not happy, how could you even show somebody how to be happy? That's like an amateur professional baseball player teaching a pro. Or whatever. You know what I mean. But yeah, friends and family are at a really serious tug of war right now. They're not doing well. They're they're really looking at the signs and symbols in their lives and what they've carved out for themselves, and that's why they're losing their sleep. It has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. Hope and fear, you want to birth something. Whether this is physically, like you actually really want to have a baby or whatever, you want to birth something. You want to create something. Because you think that creativity is going to bring you some sort of positivity. But this is a fear. This is a hope and a fear. Okay? So yeah, you want it, but you are also extremely terrified of it. So how on earth are you going to get it if you fear it? If you fear it, you're just going to put up your own blockers and then you're never going to get it, right? So try and figure out what these fears are and how you can release them and then move on. You know, was there a pregnancy in the past that, you know, didn't work out? Or are you seeing, you know, your terror nieces and nephews and you're like, well, do I actually want a kid? Question it. Question everything. Question your thoughts. Be like, follow them through. And then maybe you can figure out what the root cause is. Instead of paying $100 for hypnotherapy, you can do your own inner work. Follow the root cause. Why would you be afraid of having a baby or giving birth to something or starting something new? What are the reasons for the fear? Once you can acknowledge those fearful reasons, it's so easy to let them go. Because you'll look at them and be like, well, that's silly. That's silly. You know, that doesn't necessarily have to happen to me just because it happened to that person. Yeah, maybe back in the day somebody told me that, oh, if you start your own business, you're in the red for 5 years. That's their situation. That's not mine. There are people who started their own business and they're, you know, millionaires within the first 3 months. Like, we make our own outcomes, and you guys are manifesting hardcore right now. So this is really your time. Because like I said, good things coming. Change is coming. It could be good. It could be really, really good. But only if you have the courage, which I know you Leos do, to move on from something with your power. Okay? Sudden change. It's a good one. Hope you guys have an amazing, amazing June. Oh, I can't forget the indigo cards again, like I did for Cancer. Okay. Indigo, Leos, here is your card. Indigo Leo card for June 2017, please. Indigo card for Leo, June 2017. Allow love. When I first saw this card on the screen, this right here looked like an orb. And orbs are all about your, you know, the unseen world, your angel guides, your spirit guides. Allow them in. Allow them to work for you. I did a meditation a while ago and I woke up my spirit guides, and then I woke up the spirit guides of my Leo brother-in-law, and he was doing great for a little bit. Like, he got a new job. He was, like, you know, dating more. So sometimes we just need to ask our spirit guides to step up. We're confused, we're lost, please help us. And make sure you say thank you, and they're there to help. Especially people who have passed. You know, we have people that are close to us that have passed on. We have the highest cheerleaders. We have such a benefit that they're working for us, right? So talk to them. Ask for help if you need it. And just make sure that you're allowing love from all avenues. It doesn't have to be from a specific area. Sometimes even a boss is showing us compassion when our parents won't. So allow love from whatever angle you can. Okay, love you guys so much. I'm sending you love. There you go. Have an amazing June and enjoy it, because this is a good one. June's going to be awesome for everybody. So please have fun. Reach out. Love talking with you guys, and thank you so much for the support. Bye.